Almost caught myself. I'm like, sound check. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to 11 True Crime. I had my cards in my hand. We're going to pull some cards here on Derek Callella and just see. Hold on. Let me stop this. Almost caught myself. I wasn't quick enough. Oh, well. No big deal. All right, my lovelies. Let me see here. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. What is going on? I'm getting all kinds of like notifications. All right. We're going to be drawing cards on Derek Callella in the Nancy Guthrie case. Who's Derek Callella? I would recommend highly, if you haven't, go back and watch my video right before this. It's about Derek Callella, and it's a facial recognition. He is the guy that was arrested for contacting Annie and Tommaso and basically saying, you got the Bitcoin? We're waiting on our end for the transaction. He got arrested by the feds. And yeah, after watching that mask and him and the facial mapping, I was just shocked. Like, yes, others have looked like it in the eyes, but then I go to do the mouth or the eyebrows, and I'm like, well, not so perfect. When you start doing all with Derek, you're going to find your own opinion in that. Maybe you think it's him, maybe you don't. The majority is saying, OMG. I'll just be honest, including me. With that being said, I need to give my disclaimers, and that is that everything I share with you is what the cards mean. All right, so when I tell you what the card means, there's predisposed meanings to every single card. Now, we're going to start off with, look, I have the gift, right? Spiritual gift. We're going to start off with me also explaining to you that Jesus Christ is my Savior. I choose to work directly with Him. I believe that He is in our blood. As true fighters of justice, it's like within our DNA. Some of us have a predispositioned life plan of fighting justice, and that's just who we are. And so I tap into Jesus and I ask Him to guide me through all these lessons. I do not believe that there's anything wrong with it at all. You might disagree, and so I ask you, just tap out of this video and come back on one of our analytical videos. If you have no problem with tarot, let's get started. But they all have meanings. I'm just telling you what they are, but I am not accusing anybody of hurting Nancy or doing anything to Nancy. I am sharing with you what the cards suggest, all right? All right, we have a great deal of people ready and waiting. I said my disclaimers. Let's go ahead, get started, get your energy in the deck. I have cameras over here. I have cameras over here. I'm not a camera person. I'm excellent reading tarot, but you guys, I am not the best question asker. You guys are far better at it. And so after this, we're going to hand it over to our members, which are our private eyes. Let them ask the questions today. We do give it to subscribers too, but today is for our private eyes, and it's because all of you are so much better at asking questions than I am. So with this live though, save your questions, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you David Callalla's reading. Are you ready? Everybody ready? I do have something messed up with chat on this screen, so I am using my phone to be able to see you guys, because on the computer my chat is screwed up. YouTube sent me a message saying they already know that there's problems out there on the back end of chat. All right, you guys, let's get into this. This deck I'm using, True Crime Oracle cards, I do have it available in my shop over here at 1111decks.com. Lots of wonderful cards and wonderful gifts or special unique items for yourself, including raw goat's milk soap and raw cow milk organic lotion, all kinds of wonderful things. Check it out. Are you ready? Let me see some people. I'm ready. Hi, Sully. I miss you. Oh, regret. We have regret on the board. Popped out. I bet he does regret getting caught. Derek Callella. Show me his energy in reference to Nancy Guthrie. Show me his energy in reference to Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Whatever info that is. We have spouse and partner, which, you know, if you had a walkie-talkie, there's probably something there. We have a hidden card that's face down, and we have home. So it's telling me he had a partner. If he was in this, you know, he did contact Annie and Tommaso and said, we, not I, we are ready on our end. So he has a partner, right? I'm asking, did he go to the home of Nancy Guthrie? That's our big question. We've got home, and we have partner. Hidden card, strangulation. Well, there's a lot of problems. Yeah. I was just thinking of that dark world. A lot of that satanistic thing is about hangings. So, if it's meant to come out, it will. We're going to retoss the cards, even though those all were very important. Show me more. So we have partner, we have home, we have strangulation, and regret. I don't know why I was guided to pick them up. I was told there's more. There's that. So he definitely has a partner. We have dating. Could be not only a romantic dating, but it could be a partnership. It's a couple, right? Partnership. Now, he does have a girlfriend, and she has a name too. She is the distress mistress, right? Fraud. Obviously, he got in trouble. So, fraud. Maybe they went in it together. We have fake death. And look at those red shoes. This is what we used to get before I even knew there was a Callella day. And when I'm talking distress mistress, this makes me think of his girlfriend or even Callella day and their fetish. The blood, the red. Everything is red. I used to go on and on in my readings because I would get this red. Now, jealousy doesn't have to be someone that knows you. Jealousy can be that maybe you're satanic and you're jealous of somebody that has a relationship with Jesus. Okay, I was told to keep these cards out and go again. So when I say I'm told that, y'all, it's just in my heart. I get this inkling in my heart, and I've opened my heart to Jesus, and that's who's telling me. I'm not getting anything in my head or nobody talking to me. It's just in my heart. I get an inkling to go again. Like I keep feeling like there's something else. Let's go again. I want to know more specifically. Jesus, show me if Derek Callella had anything to do with the physical removal of Nancy Guthrie from her home. Let's get into it, y'all. Abuse and neglect. Remember that card that was put on her door? How interesting. Oh my God, it's a bed. It's a chain to like a couch or a bed, and there's somebody in a sheet wrapped up here. And when you get this kind of word, abuse and neglect, when we're talking about Derek Callalla's band name is Secret Mutilator. His girlfriend is Distressed Mistress. Show me more. With Derek Callella removing Nancy Guthrie, is it possible he had anything to do with the removal? Fire. Scorched. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Scorched, right? Fire. And Annie Guthrie writing that sentence, we're standing on ashes, scorched ground. Fire. And what is it? It's not flames as much as it is the embers, the ashes. It makes me feel, oh God, I hope to God she wasn't, burned. I'm just throwing it out there, y'all. Throwing it out there. There's 2 more. Whatever they are. They'll dismemberment. Dismemberment. And this doll looks like it's been burned and charred. Scorched ground, and look at the ground underneath, scorched from the sun. Hey, Marty Gibson, Zoe, Nikki UK, welcome in, everybody. Neighborhood. Isn't Luke Daly in the neighborhood? In the neighborhood. Surveillance. Look at this, neighborhood surveillance. We might find out there's more of him on the camera. Maybe there's something to do with the neighborhood. Remember, they were talking about how some cameras weren't working? I always get rode with Nancy. Man-made disaster, indeed. Indeed. And then burial. Wooded area. Meeting. And couple. Could that couple be? Secret mutilator and distress mistress. I don't know. It's all so dark, says Zozo. Yes. Okay. I want to take those away so we have room on the table. I want to get into the tarot a little bit. I want to understand this better. We might go back to the other cards as well. All right, you guys, we're breaking out the 1111 True Crime Tarot. This is our own sponsored deck that we self-created. I say we, Mama D made it. And there's 92 cards, all designed to help the voiceless in true crime with the intent of Jesus's blessing on this, that I live my life basically devoted to the voiceless, to bring the truth and justice for them. And Jesus knows where my heart lies. So this is a very, very powerful deck because God is powerful. Jesus, show me what I need to say. We have bare hands, and it says manual, and I'm thinking of secret mutilator. Manual, right? Manual. Touch, prince, bare hands, and what else? We have killer. Derek Callella has the killer card, and it says murderer, guilty, evil. And it does, right on there, says evil. How was Nancy Guthrie killed, if she was? We have the home, the house, right? So, we have the house. Nancy Guthrie's home. And there it is again, strangle. So it keeps coming out. Strangulation in the other part, and now in this, strangle. Talks about breathless and death. Talks about a token, a keepsake, a souvenir. According to the killer card, what type of death did Nancy get? Well, we have strangle. And killer, so she is passed. All right, so let's check the bottom of the deck. We have stalker, watched, tracked, and spying. Could he have been the one in the mask and then come back after that initial, beaten, hit, struck, and abused? Drowned, submerged, could be strangulation, could be submerged. And then we have muddy. He's desperate for money. Overburdened is his motive. And then we have coffin, and that is death, funeral, laid to rest, followed by that intruder, right? The intruder causing the death. And that's exactly what we have. And then the next card is outdoor structure, shed, and barn. I feel one more. Rope, cable, secure. Let's go one more. Underwater. Something here. I don't feel it's underwater. I feel that was too far. I do not feel water. I feel fire. I've been seeing red the whole time. And that could be fire. All right, let's get into this. Show me what I need to see. Jesus, my Savior. Show me what I need to see with Nancy Guthrie in relationship to her disappearance and abduction to Derek Collier, or Collier. So that was the plan. So Derek had a plan, it's saying. Let's see what that plan is. I say plan because the traditional meaning of all cards, all decks that have the Three of Wands, this means a plan of action. It's not just a plan. It's a plan that action got taken on. The Two of Wands, which card comes before this card that we do not have, is a plan that wasn't acted on. This is a plan that was acted on. Three of Wands. What was the game plan for Nancy Guthrie? What actions were taken? We have this defensive card. So Seven of Wands is all about communication, because it's wands. All of the wands are about communication, passion, action. But this is the card of self-defense in a way. Defending oneself, taking action to defend oneself. So if you, for instance, it doesn't have to be physical defense where you're in a fight. It can be that you have debt collectors after you and you're going to take some action to defend yourself by making a way to make money. You have to think of it that way. So this action, this game plan that was taken action on, had something to do with defending how far you've come with Derek. How far he's come. He's trying to protect something. Show me Derek taking action against Nancy. There it is. Laid to rest on the coffin. Can't even make it up. Right below look, dwelling and strangle. And we have this victim that is laying on top of a sarcophagus. This sarcophagus is this is a coffin, and it's at the church. Nancy's all about church. Everything we're getting about the secret mutilator, which is AKA Derek Callella, is all about the dark side. This is Nancy. This is church. And these are swords are down. Nancy's no longer with us. This is action taken by Derek. What action did he take to defend himself? Well, Nancy was a huge liability. So did he alleviate that liability? We have the funeral card, the coffin. Did Derek Callella work alone? I already know the answer because he said we, but we'll go ahead. Did he work alone? Son. That's clarity. You could see that as son-in-law. You could see that as the clearest card in the deck. There's clarity. What is the clarity that we're seeking? What is this clarity that we're being given about Nancy Guthrie and Derek Collier? Yes. So it's a yes. We have an Ace of Cups, self-couple up. So he may have been the one to remove her from the house. There may have been maybe a driver that he's calling, that he may have been the only one in the home. He may have been the masked guy. And we saw he had a pew-pew, so Nancy's going to listen. We have this celebrate. We have this congregation. We have this gathering. We have more than one people. So it's almost saying the horse power could be seen as car too, of travel for self-love to a group, to a commingling of energy. Was this Derek Collier's own idea? Victory, acclimates. He gets all the acclimates. Attention. That person's riding on their high horse. Everybody else is on foot. This is the Six of Wands. This means victory. This is a parade. And this person's high on their horse. They've got the wreath. They're the ones that are being celebrated. They're getting all the attention. So Derek's the only one getting all the attention. But there's more than one. Does Derek Callella know where Nancy is? The Empress. The Empress is a huge offer of abundance. Does he know where Nancy Guthrie is? Liar, cheater, thiefer. Seven of Swords, strategic. Victory with the Empress, the liar, cheater, thiefers, the group. So we have a group of people that are liar, cheater, thievers. Derek's the one getting the attention. Why the Empress? Why am I being shown the Empress of abundance? King of Cups. Well, isn't that interesting? I'm getting another person. Show me more of this King of Cups that he's in communication with. Well, we know he was in communication with Tommaso, but he could have been in communication with a lot of people. Show me more about this communication with this King of Cups. Thank you. Yeah, the go-between. This is inconsistent energy. Something went wrong with the communication. So the plan was for victory. The plan was for victory, maybe to steal the Empress. Maybe Nancy's the Empress, to steal the Empress. That was the plan, right? The plan was for victory of stealing the Empress and being able to celebrate for a win. However, we have something went wrong, and I'll show you why. I'm asking who he's communicating to. We have this King of Cups. So he's communicating, and something went wrong because this is the unreliable card. This is somebody you can't count on, that didn't have your back, that said they did. This is the Knight of Wands. They're in and out. They're there. They're not. You never know what they're really going to do because they're impulsive. They have the attention span of a mouse. So, was there a game plan between Derek, pre-existing with this King of Cups, which AKA could be whoever he's communicating with? The only person I personally am aware of would be Tommaso, that didn't go the way as planned. Doesn't have to be Tommaso, could be somebody else. So, this plan that didn't go right, show me more. Thank you. Two of Cups. Cut the deck. Confusion. So this is your partner. Could see it as partner in crime in the true crime tarot. In regular tarot, this is a partner. Can be seen as higher self too, but in this case, it's a partner. So a partnership, a deal that you're intimate with, not necessarily sexually, but you're intimate with this person on this deal. It got confusing. There was too many offers. It could be there was random ransom calls coming out from all different directions, and his got lost in the mix. And then that's where it went awry. He got desperate because he wasn't getting the attention, because they didn't know which cup was the right one that had Nancy. So he decided to go out on an adventure, right? And actually make contact to say, hey, you got my money? And look at that, it's the Knight of Cups. So we go from the King of Cups, right? Same guy with the Knight of Cups, the offer. So originally, this King of Cups made the offer to Callella. Hey, if you do this, you'll get this. This is an offer. And it was world. The world found out about it. Worldwide. World Wide Web. The internet. This is travel. This is communication. But it's also ended. When he contacted this little Knight of Cups about that offer, it's cut off. It's cut off. And that's when the extreme emotion came in. Now, these people look really happy, and a lot of people say, oh, Ten of Cups, happiest card in the deck, everything you ever dreamed of. That is not correct. This is Jupiter energy, and this is heightened emotion. It could be that you're super mad, super happy. It's over the top with emotion. And that's the real emotion. About you lie in the bed that you made. Nancy in her bed being taken out of her bed by the devil. Could that be the secret mutilator? So this is indeed Nancy being taken out of her bed by the devil. And there's the magician, the secret mutilator perhaps, or a trick. You perform this. You see my cup? See how beautiful this golden cup is? It's worth a lot. All you have to do is go find it. Go get that cup. Go get that cup. It's waiting on you. And that's when this Knight of Cups is like, here, I'll even hand you the cup. I'll make you the offer. You go do this, and I'll give you this cup, right? We've got Nancy in her bed being taken out by the devil, which caused heightened emotion worldwide. Worldwide. But the deal became unreliable because the communication got him caught as the deceiver. Wow. Middle of the deck, the Lovers. We always get that with Nancy. The Hierophant, the partnership. The Death card. All major arcanas, by the way. And the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is the divine counterpart. If I can find the King of Cups. Where'd he go? He's here. Oh, we've got him in my hand. Right? No, I don't. No, I don't. Where'd the King of Cups go, y'all? Well, what did I do with the King Cups? Did I put it back? I just had the King of Cups. Oh, look, liar, cheater, thief's on the bottom, so I must have put it in here. Yeah, I was walking it. Yeah. So, the king and queen are divine counterparts. They could be married. And it's all about family legacy. This can be a will. This can be an established payout. It's 10 Pentacles. You can see the grandpa, the kids. This is legacy. This is an empire. This is money around the family. This is the homestead. Crossing over. This is the torch being passed from generation to generation. Perhaps the inheritance. When you get the Four of Wands and you get the Ten of Pentacles, it often does mean inheritance. And look at that. A new perspective happened, right? To who? The Lovers. The partnership. Because it's over. There is no partnership. Somebody backed out of this deal because they were not a king, but the Knight of Wands. They're the in and out. The in and out. The King of Wands. Wow, that was very interesting. That is very interesting. Well, this reading, if I were to go by what the reading said, now remember, everything is just a legend. Doesn't mean fact. It means that this is what the cards are sharing. The cards are sharing that Callella is the killer, that he's the one that put his bare hands on Nancy Guthrie. That's what the cards are saying. Doesn't mean it's right, but I'm just giving it to you. Where did he put his hands on her? In her own home. How did she pass away? According to this, strangled. Because he brought a souvenir. He brought a souvenir of some kind. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead, do one more thing before we hand it over to all of you. Following you around, Mama. Thank you, Destiny. I greatly appreciate you following me. You can stalk me on the channel. I just want a little bit more. I want to know about this token. Going back up here. Show me this token. What did Callella, if Callella removed something from Nancy Guthrie's house, if he was there, what did he take? What is, thank you. We have the home, Virgo energy, the hermit, the one that follows their intuition. And they're supposed to be making a star, but they're confused. They're not all on the same page. The communication is all over the board. But the fact that they're supposed to be making something of a star, is it something to do with a star? Could that be Savannah? Could he have taken something that Savannah would recognize? The star. That's interesting. There's conflict about it. The chariot. That could be a vehicle in the moonlight, taking Nancy out of her bed, overlooking something, forgetting something. Could it be that he's on camera and he didn't realize it? This is ignoring something. Four of Cups. This guy is so focused on these other cups, he's totally ignoring something right in his face. That elephant in the room. Just like my thumbnail. I did that before I did the reading, right? Justice is coming. For the Queen of Cups, whoever she might be. Isn't that interesting? Because she celebrated a little too early. And karma, this is the karma card, is coming back around. Archangel Michael says that light is overpowering the dark and that the good will win. This is Archangel Michael. He's protector of the innocents, protector of children. This is Sagittarius. This is Kayla Day's energy is Sagittarius too, just throwing it out there. And he's saying, you will be left stuck. You will be left stuck. This is the King of Pentacles. This guy is so stuck on money and he can't get anywhere. His horse won't move. So if I were to think of this, this would almost say that the angels are saying, you are stuck. You tried to cut something out, Two of Pentacles, and it was a fight to the death. But this is the Knight of Wands. You were inconsistent, unreliable. You got overconfident, and that's what's going to get you. Because this offer is going to come out. That's the clarity of it all. Ace of Swords. And behind the Ace of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands, which is an 1111, right? This is absolute clarity on the aha idea. Who offered the gift? The one that's not speaking isn't it Annie that hasn't spoken. Everybody else in the family has spoken about the mother, Queen of Pentacles. And that's the clarity. I'm going to hand it over to you guys, let you ask all the important questions, much better than Mama D does. Oh, this is heavy for an 84-year-old woman to be taken out of her bed. All I can think of is, that is so sadistic, truly. Legitimately, literally sadistic. Did the secret mutilator do it? Well, he's got the bare hands, the killer, the house, strangle, and then this little souvenir he kept, which is going to betray him in some fashion. All right, my lovelies, that is what I have for you on the reading itself. And I hope you'll join me, carry over. Private Eyes will be asking the questions. Doesn't mean that they won't ask your question. You never know. And we do hand it over to the subs as well, subscribers, quite frequently. But today we'll hand it over to the Private Eyes. I hope this reading made a lot of sense to you. It sure did for me. Holy cow. I want you to know that I am praying for Nancy Guthrie and those that truly love her. All right? I hope you'll do the same. With that being said, I will see you again in just 2 minutes. Bye for now.
I was born to the dirt, I shall return when my eyes are closed. In the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise from the darkness to